Hello everyone and welcome to another video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends. Here on this channel we do a lot of random stuff because I have a lot of random interests. You can see daily sports predictions, recaps of most Mariners games, and you can see a lot of fun stuff from just my interests. And don't forget that I have at least one upload a day, and at least one shorts upload a day is my current goal. Although I'm trying to make that closer to 3 to 4 per day, because I do get a lot of views on my shorts, and I, again, like I did in 2021 on TikTok, want to reach 52 million views every year. Shaduer Sanders has officially fallen out of the first 2 days of the NFL draft, and Stephen A. Smith believes that the owners are colluding, which is interesting because I don't think the owners are necessarily colluding. I just think that it's Shaduer Sanders has some gameplay issues that make it so that they don't want him to be investing a first round pick and the money, or first 2 day pick, 3 round pick, and investing the money into Shaduer that comes with, as well as some off the field issues, which they're not like big character issues. They're just divas. But the thing is, a lot of teams have seen what happens with diva players and how that ends up with those players having issues in their off-field lives that ends up affecting their on-the-field performance or just straight up their on-the-field availability. Unfortunately, sometimes being a diva can cause you to end up being involved with the police. I also think that Shaduer Sanders having his number retired by his father, Deion Sanders, at Colorado may have had some influence on this. Now, I understand that Shaduer had no say over what his father does. Deion Sanders made the choice to retire Shaduer Sanders and Travis Hunter's number. I do believe that Travis Hunter's number should be retired as probably one of the greatest two-way players in college football's recent history. Because what he did was impressive. He was playing like 90 snaps a game when he won the Heisman last year. That's impressive. But Sanders having his number retired after he literally just finished his college career, hasn't been put in the NFL draft yet, and actually drafted, that tells me that his father's just thinking a little bit more so than just, I want to have this person's number retired because they are a good player. It's more a, we want to have this number retired because he's my son and he happened to be a decent player, not the greatest player of all time, which is a thing. Um, I did see Jason Whitlock call it racism, and then for some reason a right wing influencer agreed with him. I'm confused because wouldn't Shaduer falling out of the top 10 prove that, like, out of, I don't know. I'm just confused by that. I'm not even going to get too far into that. Uh, but Sanders not making it out of the first round is fine. Not making it out of the first 3 rounds is fine. He has 4 more rounds where he could go. And no matter what, he is going to end up in the National Football League in some way, just due to the fact that his father is Deion Sanders. He will at least get an invitation to a training camp. I have a feeling one of the quarterback needy teams will end up taking him. But unfortunately, I don't know which one. I would love for it to be the Steelers, simply because that would mean that Aaron Rodgers would either go there as a mentor, and we would have an Aaron Rodgers, Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Jordan Love situation there, which would be pretty cool, just in terms of like seeing what would happen there. But I would also love to see Aaron Rodgers get beat by Shaduer Sanders because I don't think Aaron Rodgers would be able to handle that. I don't know what Aaron Rodgers is going to do, obviously. I don't think Aaron Rodgers knows what Aaron Rodgers is going to do. But yeah, Shaduer Sanders falling out of the first 3 rounds. It's not collusion. It's not racism. It's just teams have legitimate questions about both his on-field performance as somebody who played 2 years in FBS, and yeah, 2 years in FBS, and had major improvement from year 1 to year 2, but was only really seen that 1 year improvement, so you don't know year 2 to 3 what's going to happen. Year 2 to 3 is a jump from college to the National Football League, so it's a big jump, so you got to see what'll happen. And then they also have some off the field questions that revolve around not just him, but also his father, Deion. And it's unfortunate, but when you have a father who's in the spotlight, like Deion, like LeVar Ball, it can affect how you're perceived in the sports landscape. And because of that, it looks like Shadur is likely going to end up going today at some point. I would not be surprised to see him as a late sixth rounder someone like a playoff team that needs a quarterback, someone like a Steelers, maybe someone like a Seahawks. They weren't really a playoff team last year, like a real caliber playoff team, but I could also see maybe the Browns doing it. I don't know why the Browns would be a good fit for him because the Browns ruin quarterbacks, but that's something I could see. And again, thank you for tuning into the videos. Don't forget that you can also see me on Patreon at Sammy5436, where it's $1 a month. I also am seeable on Instagram at Sammy5436. TikTok at Sammy5436. I'm on Blue Sky at Sammy5436, though I don't use that often. I believe I'm on Tumblr at Sammy5436, but I haven't used that in at least a year. And you can find me at my business email, thetrapezoidtalks5436@gmail.com. Any information you need to send to those business emails will be looked at. I generally look at my business email on Wednesdays and Sundays, so just do be advised that I do not always have the ability to respond immediately, but if you do send an email to my business email, and as long as it's not offensive, I will respond if it's something I'm interested in with something positive, and if it's something I'm not interested in, I will thank you for your email and go ahead and say that there may be a future opportunity for us to collaborate if that's something you're interested in.